You know what time it is. It's time for entertainment, and it's one of my favorite times of the day.
Nice.
Where we get, the studio gets lit.
It's the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1 in the studio with Valentine and myself. We have got, as usual, James Silas looking so nice in this picture. How you doing?
Thanks a bunch. Good morning, Lagos.
Okay, please, what a special occasion. Why?
So, I promise you nothing.
So bright.
I just do.
Yeah, just a bright guy.
Yes.
Just came through like that.
How come you're not wearing shades?
It's in the car.
Oh, okay. Thank you for respecting us all. Thank you. We're also supposed to have a special guest in the studio, DJ Lambo. She's late. Lambo, I hope you can hear me. You're late. Late. You guys, you know how we feel about late. Hashtag Grapevine981. Make sure you're up on our YouTube channel as well, so you can actually watch our expressions in the studio, Lambo. So you know when I say late, how my face looks.
Late.
Go to youtube.com/smooth981FM. That be checking out.
Such good.
Yeah, how could you be so heartless? I just wanna know you're gonna hold me down.
Why see if I catch you outside?
How could you be so heartless?
Based on this one. Alright.
Let's go.
Cause you act like you know when you go.
Oh, Ycee. Let me be honest with you, Lagos. I've been looking at Ycee with a different eye since his Late Night Vibrations came out. But you know what? Let me hear what James has to say about this. James, what's this song? It's Ycee and Bella who's going to come in just a little bit. And it's got a very interesting video. What do you think of it?
I mean, I'm sure we've talked about these. I mean, the EP itself and the songs of it, and absolutely, there's this synergy between Ycee and Bella that's just thick. That's like I love to listen to that EP. Actually, just like Folu said, it's also one of my favorite EP in recent time, you know. And then so calm, so it just speaks the song itself, you know, watching it, no background, no everything that the song, you know, depicts.
When Ycee and Bella were in the studio here, I asked them that particular question, how that chemistry worked for them. They said they've been together.
You guys had them here when I was away. Why would you do that to me?
I'm sorry.
I saw the picture. I'm like,
so
hey,
you both were. By the way, if you missed that episode, go to our YouTube channel, Smooth 91 FM Lagos, and just scroll back, Grapevine 981. You find it. So yeah, Bella said that video showed exactly how she is in relationships. That's our aura.
Let's go.
Just imagine disco balls turning lights everywhere. Where'd you learn that dance step from?
Where are all my colors? Like, you know what? You just want to have a big afro out. You want to be at a beach somewhere. Little coconut in my hand. Let's go.
Sorry, where's this?
What?
Hang on. Okay, hang on.
What is Valentine just? I will just go in and just say that this is such a nice calypso beat, but we know that Shay does this sort of music very well. We've seen it with YOLO, and we're seeing it with Alele, and it feels like she's really prepping for the summer, because can't you just see the summer vibes?
The vibe is actually
I can feel
very
the vibe
strong
all over this song. But James, what's your take on this one?
Man, you know, when it comes to collaborations, there are times where I just sit and think, okay, how would this person and this other person sound, you know, on a record? And yes, I've always, you know, imagined or tried to think about how Shay will sound. Like, I've never heard her on a song with Flavour. And it's actually interesting that, you know, when you have, say, featuring some other DJ or any DJ, usually used to be the DJ featuring the artist. Then how, you know, and then you now have the artist featuring the DJ. So it's beautiful. So he probably has done some mixing, some touching here and there, you know, to make the song, you know, a whole and listen.
Some touching on the song.
Yeah. So, I mean, beautiful music, I think. This one will pop. And
well.
Shay, I mean, everybody knows I'm a big fan of Shay.
Yeah, you know, that's true. Doesn't
both
hide
as a person and as
Cheeks, how do you feel about this? She's in the background there. No, big shout out. I'm a big fan of Flavour, and to be honest, I just have to take a moment to say this. Every time I see Flavour is built to perform, especially live anywhere, I'm immediately interested. He's one of the few artists in this entire country that you can guarantee. Yeah, he was just this weekend. He was at a CEO Awards that I was at, and you just know it's going to be quality. You know that he understands his music. You know he understands the band, and you know there's going to be quality delivered. And when you put that together with someone like Shay as well, who also understands her music,
and understands the crowd really.
Shout out to you guys for giving me some nice music to move to today. Thank you.
Good stuff.
All right, we move away from music now onto the news. We've got things to talk about in terms of entertainment gist. The first of which is we know the reality TV show is done. The winners and the non-winners and the runners-up have flown back into Nigeria, but there was a little bit of drama at the airport yesterday, as some people are alleging, by putting up videos as well, that Ycee was attacked by fans or non-fans, as the case may be, on arrival at the airport. Now, the videos are not very clear, but you can see a mad crush of people. You can hear her a little bit sort of yelping in the middle, but she was not the only one. It seems that a number of the returnees felt a little bit mobbed, and it just makes me think, gosh, who's providing security for these people? Are we not aware?
And where were they when people were getting to them?
And this is not the first time, you know. I was at the airport when Lulu arrived.
Came back
when he arrived, and I saw the madness. I was also at the airport when Beto. That one was very mild. Then Beto.
It wasn't that famous.
It wasn't yet. So, but the problem is they should know by now that look, you need to give them maximum security.
Yeah.
It's as in you need to see the crowd. If the video does not even do justice, you need to see. You need to.
Yeah, as if they don't expect the crowd to be that much at the airport.
Ridiculous. They do. If you had almost 100 and something million votes for this show, then I think that you should have a certain level of security. But it also reminded me when a lot of people were tweeting saying, you know, shame on those who attacked Ycee, shame on those who attacked. That listen, do you realize that this is something that a lot of actors go through regularly?
We're just talking about some other movies like Game of Thrones and how you see
even
Rachel
Nigeria. Forget that even in Nigeria, if you make the mistake or not make the mistake, but you play certain roles, you're a bit of a bad guy in the film. People insult you on the road. They insult you in salons. I've seen it.
Rachel Ozoko that was playing the Susan role, Susu, a lot in movies. She was pelted with tomatoes and sachet water at markets.
Yeah, so people out there, take it easy, calm down. Calm down. They are doing their job.
It's not deep.
Okay?
Yeah.
Just relax. Inhale, exhale. Let's be alright. Somebody that's not very relaxed right now, there's Kunle Afolayan. He's not happy with what his younger brother Remu had to say about their dad, Ade Love. He'd come out with a statement. The younger brother Remu had come up with a statement to say, that their dad was poor. They lived a poor life despite their father's fame. And Kunle, not someone to pull punches at all. He's like, what is he talking about?
Call him a word.
He's foolish. That's what he said. He said, my brother is stupid for saying our father and dad is very poor. He says that yes, they didn't have a lot of luxuries, but they did enjoy quality education. They did enjoy some luxuries that a lot of people didn't have access to. So how can you say then you come from a poor home?
I think what usually happens is you look at yourself today and see the things you have access to, and then you just look back and just take it that, we're very poor back in the days. All right. And now, even if they were poor, I think the challenge or the issue here might just be, why do you have to say it, or why?
Yeah, I feel like Kunle was more concerned about the perception that he created about the family outside. So.
And completely understandable, because sometimes you want to sort of hype up your current situation, as you said. You want to put things in context. For example, I saw somebody that I do know, and I love this fellow, but I had a little brief stint on CNN, and they're talking about his story. And you know, and sort of the byline that CNN used was, coming from a disadvantaged background. I was like, what? Excuse? You live in Ikoyi? What are you saying? What's your disadvantage? I was so confused. But it seemed to make things a little bit more sensational. But Lagos, we have to take a break. When we come back, our special guest is in the studio. She's late. She's late, but she's here. Lagos will be back in just a bit. DJ Lambo is in the studio. Hi guys. Hi. I hope you had me coming out. I did hear you. I was just like, I'm good, man.
You got that timestamp.
I'm good, man. Nice.
We're going to live the camera.
Yeah. Hey, YouTube world. DJ Lambo, YouTube world. Hi guys. have a seat down.
What is that?
So we'll give you the rundown very quickly. So as well as we're gonna come back in with Kunte and then we'll chat a bit about that. But we also go through entertainment stories. So yeah, just going to banter with us.
Zero sugar.
Cool. Pretty straightforward. As if you were shocked when you saw money traffic.
No, I wasn't shocked. But I hardly ever leave the house this early, so
I know.
And I left at 6:45, so
Sorry.
it wasn't that bad. I was like, okay, I'll make it.
So you're gonna get here by 7.
I'm just like, yo.
That is life. That's how I used to be in the morning sometimes. But yeah.
DJ Lambo, I have one question though before we go into the script. Why are you so fresh?
I'm a fresh girl.
Is it because you're president of Chocolate City?
I'm a sweet girl.
I'll puncture you here. As it was me. So things I've spoken about in your headlines. Very quickly, Shay had a song with Flavour and DJ Consequence. Okay, cool. You heard the Ycee and Bella Big Brother stuff that's just happened. Just because they were attacked and stuff. And I just think that
Yes,
that's what we're saying.
It's crazy, man.
Or like, what was the security?
Funny enough, actually.
But we all expected it.
Really?
It's crazy.
Oh, you
You are like the Donald Trump supporters. They are silent, but they are many.
No. I think she's just misunderstood. That's just
Right.
I don't really
Watch
watch
80 million Nigerians, right?
No, not all of us have liked to watch Big Brother. I did not know. I saw it on. Thanks. Shout out to Lori Supergirl, by the way, who did excellent coverage online. Big shout out to her. Tosi, you're doing amazing work. Amazing work. Okay, we're gonna talk about Wande Coal responding to babymama's child abduction allegations. Because I heard the background just to this and it's not so great. And Runtown Records and Dilly.
I don't know.
Drama.
Should we talk about that? We've
It's
been
entertainment.
stretching it for 3 weeks now.
It's the reality of what's up. Did you not arrest somebody, pick him up? You're
the
just
guy is
tired.
now lounging
And
in his
nothing
kitchen
that
and saying he was not arrested.
He says not arrested.
Yo, I saw
okay,
this
we
guy
can skip that and talk about
What's his
Wizkid.
name?
What's that?
I'm trying to remember his name. That's why I brought him up.
Well,
But we
Downstairs,
went, downstairs. But we went to uni together.
oh, really?
He was in my class.
I
Yeah.
have no idea. Omar? Believe.
No, something
Not
like
Chita.
Asemota or something like that.
I have
Something
no
like
idea.
that. That
Believe?
kind of
Do you
name.
believe?
No.
Omashe,
Omashe, yeah. What's
Oh,
his last name?
Omashe.
Omashe, something, yeah.
Oh,
Something like that,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh, look at that. It's crazy worlds. Look at these. Okay, then we can skip Runtown and talk about Wizkid because Wizkid doesn't give a about Coachella. Wizkid, you need to start showing up to teams. Why are you acting like this?
No, it's not his fault.
Oh, you will talk about that.
Abby.
Yeah.
These guys are going
They
in.
probably didn't give his bad.
But they're paying him for this.
No, we don't really believe that. But let's
Up
go.
to 50% off from our online shop. Jumia, the online shop.
In
you can
7
trust.
seconds.
Partnership with Pivotal from Polystar, MTN, and AXA Mansard.
Mics are up.
Is smooth.
And Lagos we're in, and this is Grapevine, Grapevine 981, that's the hashtag on Twitter. Send a message to WhatsApp 0809-444-0981. And DJ Lambo.
Yeah, there you go. DJ Lambo's in the studio. How you doing, Lambo?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for making it.
Sorry, I'm late.
Wait!
Eventually. No, Lambo's here with us, so we genuinely appreciate her. President Chalk City, just, female power in the building. And just a heavy DJ. You were in SA actually even recently as well. How was that?
It was amazing. It was a great experience. I had a great time.
No, I hope you guys saw her Instagram post where she put up some of her accolades because she's been trending at the same time as some of these other people who's no beans, But Lambo's got a new track out. Really worldwide. Oh my gosh, did she pay that dues? So we're gonna play a sample of her song for you one more time. It's Kunta Kunte by DJ Lambo featuring Small Doctor and Mr. Real. Enjoy this one real quick, and then we'll be back to talk some more entertainment gist.
My brother dance.
That's what we're doing.
Are we ready?
Okay, DJ Lambo, we see what you did in the studio there real quick. And please, this collaboration is rather an intense one. How'd you come about this? And what did you think when you first created this track? And you're like,
I wanted to do something that I knew that Nigerians were gonna love, and at the same time create good music. And you know the thing, you know why I say that is because it's kind of, I don't know, weird that Nigerians like a lot of like mediocre stuff when it comes to music. You know what I mean? So, but at the same time giving them the street vibes, at the same time creating magic, you know what I mean? So yeah, and Small Doctor in particular is a great musician. Like if you actually listen to the song, listen to his ad libs, like the different levels of his voice, you would know that, yo, this guy knows music, you know? So it was amazing working with him, and of course I had to bring Mr. Erlin to give us some of the lambas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking
it was a great experience, and CK produced the track mainly. So yeah, it was amazing. I worked with a few geniuses, as usual.
I'm thinking, this Kunta Kunte, do we have a new dance? Is that what? Because when you bring two shaku people,
so yeah, the song actually says Ijo Kunta Kunte, but the thing is, like, we had so many options. Small Doctor did one, which was like a shaku remix, and some of the guys at Chocolate City did one, and then some guys have been sending in some other dances as well. So we're actually trying to pick now.
We don't have dance for it yet,
because we're going to go with the Small Doctor one, but we've been seeing like several really dope versions. Ones.
I saw this little spear throwing thing. I was like, what's going on? Okay.
So right now we're actually like a bit confused, like trying to change the dance, but I'm going to drop it maybe.
Let me give you a clue. Here's what you could do to, Ghana competition.
Definitely
or just
not what you're doing just
no.
Wow, Lambo.
Okay. All right. So
I'm sorry.
Swerve.
Sorry.
So if you want to create that hurts. If you want to create a competition, right?
Yeah.
I feel like you should slow the song down, or probably just do like an opera version of the song and get people to shaku to it.
No,
whoa.
That's the shaku. That's the dance.
Think about it.
Yeah. Oh my God, that one is for you.
You're nice.
Valentine is just looking for a safe place to do that dance. So please.
Like I said, please continue to send me your messages. Our WhatsApp number is 0809 444 0981. You can tweet at us as well. Use the hashtag Grapevine981. Let's jump into more stories because we do have to get through these very quickly. Wande Coal has responded to allegations by his baby mama about her saying that he abducted their child. Now, the child is now about 8 years old. She said she was 16 when she got pregnant for Wande. Wande came out and said, nope, she was 20. It just sort of goes on and on and on. And essentially, Wande saying that there was a mutual understanding between Temi Tokwe and her family that the child should live with his mom so the child could have a better life because she wasn't in school, she wasn't doing anything at the time, she was just sort of being around. And I just feel like this is so messy right now. I mean, James, what was sort of your take on this story?
I mean, I like the fact that he had to speak up, first of all, and I was quite shook when I heard that the girl was married. Yeah? I mean, the first story didn't, nothing.
There was no sign.
I'm quite surprised, okay? Talking about lies all through. So we're talking about, I said, hey, if the girl got pregnant when she was 16 or she had the baby when she was 16, then one day she's supposed to be in prison.
But one day,
that we don't know that we are in this age.
One day said she never mentioned the age.
She just said 20. One is saying that she said 20 years. So, but I like the fact that he came out to actually put out this press release, even though press releases can be very well thought out and well, structured. But hey, there are elements of, there's an argument there. And then, you take somebody that has inside gist to actually tell us, because the girl doesn't have as much access to the media like Wande has. But I like the fact that he came out to speak up about it, and then however and then it also ends with, you have access, you can come at any time to see your son. So
but did he have to go down this route for them to settle it like that?
I mean, she went to the press.
It depends.
So you kind of, Lambo, what do you think about because things like this must happen quite a lot, and I mean, you're a celebrity. Let me know some of the celebrity.
So the thing is, I'll always take such stories with a pinch of salt, because basically when someone is successful, like, everyone comes at you, and they try to like threaten you and say, oh, listen, I'm gonna go to the press with this, blah blah blah. Do you get what I mean? Because they feel like you have something, you have more to lose. You know what I mean? So she's probably painting a picture for the press to make Wande look bad. I don't know for sure, but in this case, I would usually take the side of the popular person, because I know that a lot of people just try to take advantage of that. You know.
All right, thank you very much for that, Lambo. Wande did say in his own words that she did used to disparage himself and his family all the time in the press, and they did used to pay her a sort of stipend, just sort of going forward. But let's move away from that now. And even though there is news about Runtown and Dilly and Eric Mani Entertainment, I think some people are tired about it. So
it's a movie.
Messages are coming in. Dupe from Sule says, DJ Lambo, show me emotion. I love that song. Yes.
Way back.
And then MI from Akoka says, did DJ Lambo just cover my Val? Good luck with finding the right dance. So it says, big up to you for holding your own and doing amazingly in a seemingly alpha male business, he says. Thank you very much for that. Speaking of alpha males, Wizkid, I'm talking to you, bro. Wizkid did not show up at Coachella, did not tweet about it again, did not say anything beyond that first time where he said, oh, I'm having visa issues, and said, does my daddy own the embassy? No, he doesn't. But he has been seen around the place having a great time. I mean, I have some questions, I have some doubts about the veracity of his statement. All right?
Yeah, but you know what? Let me say something.
Okay,
sorry to cut you short real quick. But the thing is, a lot of people just expect that because it's Coachella, like do whatever you can, go without your band if you must. But then if he wants a certain standard that he can only give with his brand, then by all means, we are the ones who complain about artists lip syncing to the
exactly.
So I don't really blame him though.
Anti-I.
I mean,
Okay,
it's a great opportunity.
I get it, but let's not forget that Wizzy has been living in LA for a while.
Yeah.
Wizzy has been living and working in LA without his Nigerian band.
Yes.
Which means that Wizzy has connections to bands in the US of A,
come on.
in LA, in California.
You'd have to have enough experience with your band.
Me,
you'd have to be able to.
And my point is, he's been living in LA and working with different bands in LA for over a year.
Maybe the particular piece he
How
wanted
much
to
more
perform.
time does he need?
Okay, here's why I'm arguing like this blindly, right? I would much rather have Wizkid. I'm not looking at you. I'd much rather have Wizkid in close quarters than seeing him on TV in Coachella, because we brushed past each other 2 weeks ago. And I looked at him and I said, what? I actually just made one simple statement. I'm glad you're here.
Because he has been partying up and down with Attitude. Well, we see you guys. I'm waiting for your announcement also. Let me just let you know. I'm just saying that if you're allowed, you know what I'm saying, people. You know what I'm saying. But if you were a fan that had bought a flight ticket to LA, bought tickets to go into Coachella to be there because you were like, oh, my Nigerian guy Wizkid is going to be a Nigerian. People had their Nigerian flags ready.
Yeah.
Wizzy didn't show. And you still haven't made a statement about it.
Because
he hasn't. I don't think there's any.
It was Coachella, man.
I mean, Coachella is a big deal, but that's what I'm saying.
But he's having great time at the beach show.
Was he paid? Was he paid
to perform, right?
Was he properly contracted?
Ain't talk saying go. He no go.
So who did he let down?
No comment to his fans.
So he's lying.
Okay.
Wheezy, why you lying? I didn't say Folu said so.
Excuse me, I'm just mentioning
you guys.
Lagos, we have to calm down a bit. Go to youtube.com/smooth91 FM Lagos. Subscribe and catch all the fun in the house on Grapevine. We'll be back after this.
But you're forgetting that angle is there. It's not me, because here's my issue, right, with artists sometimes, is that you can get caught up in whatever's going on, but they're fans, don't disappoint people. And I know people who literally, that's why I'm saying this, I know people who flew from different
I feel like there would have been more bullshit from the Coachella guys. I feel like
maybe
that. And
whatever it
is because it's Coachella.
Whatever it is,
do you get what I mean?
Explain. Because there are people
there are probably
that
some
are
things
going
that he can't tell the world.
All you have to say is, guys, it looks like I'm not going to be able to make it at all. You didn't even say again. You only said that first time that, oh, by the way, I can't come this first weekend, but I'll see you guys next weekend. So all of us are all like, okay, today was good. People are still there. That's my issue. Like, whatever is happening, we know that things happen.
You were there at the time, right? Yeah, no, so you wanted to go, right?
No. But Coach was going. Coach was going. He was like, oh, I ordered my Nigerian flag. Can you go? He was ready. And I'm like, So that first weekend, you'll be like, okay, don't worry, I'll drive out to the desert again. She is the whole week. There's another weekend. And you say nothing to your fans. Forget the Coachella management.
Of course.
It's the fans I'm concerned about. And it's not like it's the first, second, or third time that it happened. It happens a lot, to the point where fans have tweeted at him to say, I beg, no talk visa story again. And you came out to the visa story. More, it may be true, but try
he should have done
care
more.
about people. Yes, just where's the statements? We'll now hear statements after. I don't mean, I'm just.
I'd much rather he didn't go than he went there and flopped. This would have been a different story.
Another angle.
And besides that, apart from that whole band thing, there's like CDs you can produce. There's music you can produce for live performances.
Yeah.
You are an artist of a certain level and caliber. If you want to make a show work,
just didn't want to do it, maybe.
That's what I think. If you want to make a show work, there are ways to make that show work. Come on.
You could have created a performance track.
Me that they have stopped my film crew from going to place. You at the day before you be calling crews there because you know there are people who are professionals that you can still use at the location you get to. It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
It's like
Most Def did they not return Most Def's DJ at the airport in Lagos? They deported the guy. Most Def still got on stage. It was a bit dodge, but he still got on stage. Yeah.
Crazy.
Can imagine how confused the was.
That's okay. But Wizzy, we love you and your music. I love your music. I really know you like that.
Oh, I keep forgetting that the
YouTube.
No, it's fine, man. It's fine.
Oh man, I hope I didn't say anything. Like
You're so sweet. Lambo's like, no guys, you're so mean. Sorry. Alright, no one then. Once you enter a studio, you're always being watched. Cardi B, shout out to her. Doing so great.
All right, we're back in
now.
8 seconds.
Bang. Speed, service, security. Visa, official partner of FIFA.
Yes, we are back in. You are still listening to the Grapevine on Smooth 98.1. DJ Lambo is in the building with us. We've also got, of course, James Silas. Jonathan is here, and Valentine and myself. My name is Folu. Now, Lambo, before we move on into more conversations, I know we have been up on YouTube. I'm kind of caught by surprise a little bit, especially just forgetting that we stay recording.
Yeah.
Let the fans know. So, where can they see DJ Lambo out and about the place? Is there a video coming out for Kunte shortly? What's going on with you so the fans know?
The video is coming out real soon. We haven't shot yet, but we're shooting in a couple of weeks. And yeah, just follow me on social media to keep yourself to know what's happening. I'm releasing an EP this year, and definitely more singles. I'm gonna release one more single or two, and then release the EP. It's amazing. It's great music. I mean, I'm not just like following trends and stuff. I'm just like creating great music for your pleasure.
And how is this presidential life treating you as well? That's why I also need to understand.
It's crazy because, you know, I have to go to the office almost every day, like at least 3 times a week, which of course, you know, that's very unlike, you know, a DJ life.
Yeah, because, you know, all the business guys just were like, well, excuse us, we are in the office.
Well, in case you don't understand what's going on here, DJ Lambo here is the president of Chocolate City.
Chalk Boy Nation.
You understand? I'm sorry.
Get it right.
Yeah.
So yesterday I was having a conversation with MI, and I'm like, yeah, so MI, what do you think about this? He's like, Lambo, don't ask me, you're the president. You know, so that just kind of made me think, yeah, the responsibility is huge, man, and I have to make this huge life-changing decisions, you know, not just for me, but like artists under the label as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's crazy, trust me.
You guys are doing a lot of interesting stuff at the moment. I saw Chocolate Nation sort of involved a little bit with Shay's album listening as well. What's going on with that? How did that connection sort of come about?
You know, Shay is kind of like getting into.
So is Shay Kusi, for everybody doesn't know, as well, just for me.
For me, your guy,
yeah. We're working on a deal with him, but it's more like a group thing as opposed to. He's not going to be like your Chocolate City artist. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, nice one. We like that. All these moves, big moves coming through. Messages are coming through as well. We got this in from MI from Akoka. He says, so I get that you're trying to hold out for a brother. Wizzy might have legit reasons to have not made Coachella, but we know him for similar behavior, so it's hard to cut him some pizza.
That's some slack.
Wow.
MI?
No, MI from Akoka. It's okay. We have our own. We have our own MI. Don't worry. It's not your own. Chris says, oh, follow me, see Ycee interview or your novel. Go and look for it on your YouTube channel. YouTube.com/smooth91fm.
Nice one.
I says DJ Lambo, no late again, no. We know they use this show play.
I'm not late in Jesus' name.
No, they're not talking about destiny. No.
But he goes on to say good stuff. And CK worked on Kunte, no?
Yeah, he did. Yes, CK is one of the greatest guys out right now. Like he's getting there, and like production wise, music-wise, songwriting-wise.
What's the level?
He's so amazing.
Money-wise.
He has such a
content
good
and
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So yeah, CK is a great guy. Shout out to him.
Big shout out to him. Big E from K2 comes back in, says, I beg, leave that thing. Wizkid cannot plan for visa, but can plan for how many baby mamas he want to have. Yikes.
Come on.
He says, can Folu and Val dance shaku shaku? Excuse me, don't put my name and Val's name in dancing together. Respect me. Respect me. He said when Folu is looking
it's time for a smooth competition. Gas competition.
He says when Folu is looking for accolades on Instagram and Val is looking for the opera version, DJ Lambo, the real boss of chocolate city, comes through and collects some accolades in your bank account. Yeah. I see you being blocked. Ziggy from VI up on WhatsApp says, morning guys, Shay is my fave. The song sounds dope, talking about her track Alele, featuring Flavour and DJ Consequence. There you go. I said the song sounds dope already and I haven't even listened to Flavour's part. Always no excuse. Disappointing. Ooh, Ycee, so sorry about that. And Maxi up on Twitter says, DJ Lambo has a great voice.
Thank you.
You gotta crash.
Reduce her mic volume. No, messing about with you. But finally, let's move on. I mean, we've got time for maybe a couple more stories. Shout out to Cardi B, first of all, who's breaking records some more. Cardi B has broken Beyonce's record of most simultaneous Billboard Hot 100 hits by a woman.
She deserves it.
And she's pregnant all at the same time.
Imagine.
In her third trimester.
I'm telling you, and people are trying to take shots. People be quiet. Cannot talk about pregnant women, cannot talk about Cardi, and she's in both categories.
Cardi's winning, like, no matter what you say, like, she's winning. Like, you know, I spoke to her yesterday and we were just, like, talking and vibing.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
and Nikki's sad. No.
Where's that food?
Wow. Who's your mate in this industry? Now he's talking and saying what?
Please pass me that phone.
President.
Folu, pass me the phone.
Okay, we've got more very, very quickly. R. Kelly's publicist, his lawyer, and assistant are trying to cut ties with it. This R. Kelly cannot catch a break, but people are catching things from him.
Told all of you that he's cost.
He's good at catching things. I caught that. I caught it.
You caught what? You've been hanging around R. Kelly? Be careful. It's contagious. Let's see.
You know, with the stuff happening with R. Kelly, you forget how old he is.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's true. That is true. Tough stuff. And then finally, a little bit of sad news for the people that we lost this weekend or over this past week. Swedish DJ Ycee passed away. Verne Troyer passed away as well. That's aka Mini-Me from the Austin Powers film series. But a photo emerged showing the world famous DJ Ycee chilling with a few friends just a day before he passed on. Now his family haven't spoken about it, which is sad. We do know that he had all these health issues and complications as well. And it's just tough, man. He was just 28. 28.
So sad.
28.
So sad.
Oh well, but that is all the time that's all the news we have time for this morning. A few more messages have come through up on WhatsApp. Chris says, Foluna, our YouTube channel, no be yours only. LOL at DJ Lambo's response to MI from a cock. I know. How would you have felt if MI was the person that sent you that message?
Nah, I know he wants.
And then MI from Akoka sends in this message saying, guys, I just remember that epic line from Judah Baga's Kusa.
Oh, really?
He says, I gotta run the biggest label at the same time. There you go, Lambo. All the advice you need. Right?
Awesome.
Lambo, thank you for spending time with us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Lambo.
An amazing time.
It's been fun.
What do you typically have for breakfast?
You don't want to know.
I do want to know.
I'm joking. I hardly have breakfast though.
You need breakfast. It's very good for your soul.
That would have been a good segue to be like, next time show up at breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but we can still have breakfast. I'm available.
I believe in Lambo.
No, I'm available for you guys to take breakfast.
I see. Huh?
Valentine, please, I've ended
Lambo,
you go to my we don't like you anymore. Lagos, keep it locked right here because Smooth Breakfast continues. Coming up next, it's the final hour of Smooth Breakfast, and you and Weed get to talk. Lagos, stick around.
Grapevine on the Smooth Breakfast.